Hi there everyone, so today I shall be reviewing these two great masterpieces from HP, very affordable laptops. On this side we have the HP Elitebook 840G3, and as you can see these are the prices. It's a HP 840G3 Core i5 touchscreen. So the price range is from 30,000 Kenyan shillings, 25,000 Kenyan shillings, 34,000 Kenyan shillings. I don't know why this person has a very good price, sorry for that. I don't know why, but here 23, 24. So the average price, let's say between 30 and 24,000 Kenyan shillings, you can get these laptop. Yeah. Then on this other side, we have its slimmer model. Yeah, still touch. This is the HP Elitebook Folio 1040G3, and as you can see here, these are the price ranges from 27,000, 36,000, 28,000. I don't know why there's a big price. Sorry for that. There's a big price difference here, but again, it all depends on the seller. Remember, most of them are refurbished, so there's that difference. So again, here you can get it 37, 30. Yeah. So these two laptops that we have here, all of them are touchscreen. Those are constant factors. They're both Core i5 6th generation. Both of them have okay. The one that I have here, the 840G3, has a slightly smaller SSD of around 180 GB SSD, while this 1040 has 256 GB SSD. Yeah, but in this video I'm just trying to review it, and let's assume that everything is constant. We have 8 GB because they are both Core i5 6th gen, so we have 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB SSD. That's why we have this price tag right there. So we want to see the physical aspects. What are the differences in the physical aspects of them? Even underneath them, we'll open the back cover, we see what's underneath them, how the motherboard looks like, how expansive, how much can you expand them, to what levels, what are their limits, the speakers and everything. So that's the sole purpose of this video. But before that guys, I want you to do me a single favor. Just go to my account. On this account, click on the subscribe icon, guys. I really wish to get to 1,000 subscribers. Right now we're at 831, and I'll genuinely be happy if you hit on that subscribe button. Let's make it 1,000 subscribers, guys. I really appreciate. And if you've been my genuine subscriber all along, let me know in the comment section. Let me know your presence in the comment section by leaving a comment about this video. What do you think about this video at the end of it? So first things first, let's just have a look at the exterior design of both these laptops. I'll just have to flip the covers so that you see how their outer cover looks like. Yeah, remember I'm recording with my mobile phone, so that's why you'll see my camera is not that stable, but all in all, I hope it will do a great work. So that's how the top cover of both these two laptops are. So this is the Elitebook, HP Elitebook 840G3, 1040G3, sorry. You can see we have a line here. This is usually the network reception for the 1040G3. This is the reception that enables this machine to receive, like if you're using it in a place where you have Wi-Fi or maybe Bluetooth capabilities, it can be able to receive signals from far. This is what it has, it has its antennas. Yeah. The body design, it's metallic. It's made up of aluminium magnesium alloy, very strong. Yeah, silver in color, similar to what we have here on the 1040G3, but in terms of metallic or strongness of the body, the 1040G3 is still a bit stronger, and even from weight, the 1040G3 is a bit heavier because of the body design and the amount of metallic that have been used to design it. So it's a bit heavier compared to what we have here, 840G3. Sorry, I'll be confusing those things, but I hope you'll understand. But now, this is something so interesting. If I place these two laptops like on top of one another like that, and then we have a look, just a side view of these two laptops, you realize that the 1040G3 is much slimmer. Despite it being heavier, it's slimmer. You can see this first one is 1040G3. Yeah, let's just have a look at this side. You can see the 1040G3 is so slim compared to the 1040G3. Yeah, even on this side you can see. Yeah, at the back, just have a look. Yeah, I hope it can be visible to you. So now let's have a look at the ports on the right hand side. So on the right hand side, in terms of port, we have both of them they charge using the blue pin HP charger, yeah, through this port here. And then we have docking station ports here. Then on the 1040G3 we have the SIM card slot right there. Here we have HDMI port. Again, on the 1040G3 we have HDMI port. Then you have USB 3.1 port. You have USB-C port, very important. Then you have the SIM card slot right here. So on the 840G3 we have the SIM card slot closer to the edge, while on the 1040G3 we have it here. So both of them have SIM card slots. Then on the 1040G3 and 40G3, sorry, we have the microphone combo right on this side. But now here is the big difference between these two laptops. Yeah, so if you're going for 840G3, remember that it won't have HDMI port, but it will instead have this port that looks like HDMI. It's called the display port. See, one side is sharp, then this side has that carving for HDMI. Look at the 1040G3 right there. You can see this is the HDMI port here, compared to this one. So this is the display port. So the only difference there in terms of port is that on the 1040G3 you'll have Elitebook for the 1040G3 you'll have the HDMI port, while on the 840G3 you won't have HDMI port. You'll have to find the adapter or the converter from HDMI to display port. So now on this other side, so on this other side you can see on the left hand side, on the 1040G3 we have VGA port, very important, while on the Elitebook Folio 1040G3 you can see there you only have USB 3.0 port, and then the audio microphone audio port there. Then we have these two useless ports. I normally call them useless ports because I know most of you, and 99% of you watching this video, are not going to use these ports, or you've never even used them. You're actually wondering what are these ports for in a laptop. But they're smart card reader ports. Yeah, they're those people who use them, the 1% or 0.1% guys. Then we have the docking station here. These are for locks. We have ventilation slots right here on the 1040G3, and on the 840G3 you have the ventilation slots right there. So both back cover, that is how they are, 1040G3, 840G3. So remember, on the back cover you have a magnesium, it's a magnesium back cover for the 840G3. Here it's still magnesium aluminum alloy. It's only that it's silver in color, but they're still metallic, very strong back covers. Ventilation wise, you can see we have inflow of air through this port, and then you have outflow going through this port. 840G3, almost the same thing. We have very big ventilation slot right there, and then you have outflow of air through here. One thing that you have to be so keen on is these ventilation ports. As you can see from far, there are some things you can see inside there. Those are ramps. This slot is also crucial. If you allow dust or maybe something like water to spill through this slot, it's going to affect your RAM or even affect the motherboard of this laptop. So you have to be very keen on what you put underneath your laptop. Again, you have these rubbers here just to ensure that the laptops have good grip on the table. Then they're a bit raised for enough air circulation underneath each where you place them. Similar to what we have here, we have those 4 rubbers on the 1040G3. Very good rubbers for grip and everything. So just before I turn them on, let me just allow me to show you what we have on the keyboard side of these two laptops just before I turn them on. So yes, let me just turn them on. As usual, let's see how good the hinges are. We try the MacBook single hand lid lifting method on the 1040G3. Let's see if it can work. And almost getting there. It's not working. It's sliding off the table. I'll have to apply a bit of pressure there. Yeah, so on the 840G3, let's try it. See, it's not even lifting. it won't work. Yes, so I'll just have to forgive me for that. Yeah, so there we have them on. So let's have a look at the keyboard. We see if there's any difference on the keyboard layer. So first thing first, the trackpad. Have a look at the trackpad on the 1040G3. Yeah, the trackpad, this is how it looks like. We have those click pads hidden. You can feel them, there are click pads there. So we have click pads hidden, but on the 840G3 we have two click pads, right and left click pads on top. They're both of similar functions, but you have two of them. Maybe if these ones fail, you have this one to use, or if you're typing in a certain scenario, then you can use the top ones. If you bring your hands close the bottom side, then you can use that one. So that's how it is. You can see by design. We have security features. We have fingerprint scanner right there, fingerprint scanner there. Remember, it's Wi 5. I don't know if it's visible. Wi 5, same to there, it's Wi 5. Then we have the power button right there. The hinge now on the 840G3, the hinge is you have these two hinges. Yeah, they're very strong actually. And then on the 1040G3, I love the hinge design on the 1040G3. It's more stable because you have one big hinge at the center, which makes it a bit that stronger. That's why you can when I was trying to lead or open the lid with the one hand, I almost made it to 100% with the 1040G3 compared to what we had on the 840G3. So I prefer the hinges on the 1040G3, they're much better. Though even the 840G3, the hinge are still so strong. It's very rare to come across one of these 840G3 laptops with a broken hinge. Very rare, unless maybe somebody steps on it or it just falls and breaks apart. Then similar concept, we have mute here. We have the mute volume button there. Then we have the hotspot icon right there. Same to here, we have the hotspot icon and the mute icon. So everything is almost the same here. Then the keyboard design, have a look at what we have on the F2 button. There's that backlit icon. We have that backlit icon on the F3. So they both have backlit icons. Only that on the 1040G3 we don't have these. I normally call it the emergency cursor. Yeah, you can use this cursor when your mouse fails here. See, but in terms of keyboard feel, the travel distance, you can see the travel distance on the 840G3 is just the same as what we have on the 1040G3. So there's no much difference. In fact, both are backlit, similar travel distance, well-designed keyboard. Yeah, that tactile feedback you have there. And then on the screens now, have a look at the screens. You can see there's a reflection of me right there, and these screens, they're touch screen. You can see the bezel, where the bezel is on the 1040G3. Yeah, you have this black, so this is where the edge, the end of the screen comes in there, similar to what we have here. Okay, let's just have a look at what we have closer here. They're just the same. So in terms of thickness of the bezels, these two laptops are the same. Yeah, have a look at the camera positions. No big difference, everything there is the same. So in terms of body design, we realize that if you're somebody who will want to use VGA port, then you'll go for 840G3 because you have VGA port. And then 840G3 doesn't have HDMI port, remember that. So while purchasing it, keep in mind that 840G3, VGA port yes, but no HDMI port. You only have display port. But on the 1040G3, you have HDMI port and no VGA port at all because it's so slim, and the VGA port being a thicker port, it won't be able to fit nicely on the 1040G3. I know, or I think that was the reason why it was not there. So let me just turn them on, and then there's a test I want us to do here just before we turn them on to see the stuff. I want us to see how fast they turn on. So I'm going to turn these two laptops off. We restart them, we count a few seconds to see how fast they'll turn on. So as usual, I'm going to use the shortcuts that I normally use: Windows X, then U, here Windows X, then U. So now I'm going to press on R on both sides. I know there's going to be that delay because I'm holding one of my hands is holding the camera. so I'll just have to delay a bit. So there you go, R restart, R restart. So they're both restarting. So one, fortunately we have updates going on. That's also unfortunate for this video, and I think on this video we're going to skip that part where we are trying to see how fast they turn on, because now you can see, yeah, that's a bit disappointing. Both of them are updating. I don't know what they're updating, but sorry for that. I'll have to wait for them to turn on, and then I show you all the internal features of these laptops before we get to the most interesting part, now the technical part on their motherboards. So it's unfortunate that I wanted to run a speed test on boot up speed of these two laptops so that we compare both of them. We see which one between them turns on faster, but we were not able to do that, and I'm going to do that in a separate video, so ensure that you watch the next video. I'll upload the boot speed test of these two laptops that we have here. So now that they're on, have a look at the displays. This is running on Windows 11, the 840G3 is running on Windows 11, while on the HP 1040G3 folio we have Windows 10. So that's why you can see there's a difference in the screen brightness. But remember, the brightness level of both these two laptops are the same. They have similar brightness levels that standard needs. They're very bright. If you can be able to use them in a room where it's well lit, or outside where there's enough sunlight, you won't be distracted. So let's have a look at the screen resolution of these 1040G3 as usual. Just come to the screen, and what you normally do is go to the screen, right click, then come to the display settings. Then here 1040G3 display settings. Yeah, remember they're touch screens. Yeah, both of them are touch screen. So first things first, 840G3, sorry, the screen resolution is, you can see there, 1920 by 1080 screen resolution we have there. While here, very interesting, have a look at the scale layout. Here it was 150 heads, here it's 200%, so that rings a bell to our mind. Here we have 2560 by 1440. So the 1040G3 has a very good screen of 2K resolution, while on the 840G3 we have a full HD screen of 1080 full HD screen resolution. So in terms of screen resolution, the 1040G3 wins. We have higher resolution, higher brightness levels. Let me just turn up the brightness levels here. You can see how bright it becomes. 1040G3, let me just turn up the brightness. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see the difference from there, but that's maximum brightness levels. Both these screens are anti-glare. Yeah, again, let me just turn down the brightness level because they're a bit brighter. So let's put them to, yeah, I think that's good. And same here. Yeah, so both these laptops have Bluetooth ability for connection. You have Wi-Fi connectivity, and something interesting about the 1040G3 that we have here, it's winning here, guys. It has a lot of features that you love. Despite both these laptops having that SIM card slot port, remember there's usually an LTE card, which I'll show you when I open the backup of this 1040G3, that is normally inserted on the motherboard to enable that SIM card to function. So on the 840G3 we have here, we only have the port. Yeah, we only have the port, but you don't have that capability or ability on the motherboard for the 840G3 as compared to what we have on the 1040G3. And how do you know that? You see, the immediately turn on this laptop, you come to Wi-Fi here. Maybe let's assume you want to connect to the internet. So you see here, you'll get to see this icon, cellular SIM card. So it means if you insert your SIM card here, you'll be able to connect it to the internet. While here on the 1040G3, if you come to the Wi-Fi connection right there, you only have Wi-Fi connection, nothing like SIM card. So it means the module is not there on the 840G3 that we have here, while it is there on the 1040G3. So we have SIM card capability enabled on the 1040G3. The screen resolution is 4K resolution, way much above of the 840G3. So I'm not going to test the speakers due to sound copyright issues. I don't want to use those free sounds. But one thing is, all these two laptops, the sound system is designed by Bang & Olufsen. You can see here Bang & Olufsen, similar to what we have there, Bang & Olufsen. So they have good quality speakers. That one I can assure you, even without me having to test it for you. I know those who have been my followers, you trust me, and believe me, I'm not saying, or what I'm saying is nothing but the truth here. But again, one of them has to win, and having tested this on my own, the speakers on the 840G3 outperform the speakers on the 1040G3. I don't know, maybe it's because on the 1040G3, you can see here, this is where the ports for speakers are for sound. You can see here. I think the speakers on the 840G3 are a bit bigger compared to the one that we have on the 1040G3. They're a bit compressed. That's why we have very good sound coming from the 840G3 over there. In terms of specs, we just want to confirm, because I already said that it's Core i5 6th gen. Yeah, so Control Shift Escape Task Manager, then you come to the performance there. See there, let me do the same here. Control Shift Escape Performance. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, guys. I really appreciate. Let's make it 1,000 subscribers just from this single video. I really appreciate. I'm genuinely appreciative of those who support me. And okay, so there, CPU first. Let's compare the CPUs. You can see here we have Core i5 6200U, same to what we have here, Core i5 6300U. There's that slight difference in the model of the CPU, but base speed, even you can see here, you have 2.3 gigahertz. On the 1040G3 we have a bit higher base speed of 2.4 gigahertz. Here you can see here base speed 2.5 gigahertz on the 1040G3. Sorry, 840G3 base speed we have 2.4 gigahertz. Number of cores on the 840G3 we have 2 cores, and then we have 4 logical processors. Here 2 cores, 4 logical processors. So in terms of CPU performance, they're almost the same. 2 cores, 4 CPUs, no big difference. Memory, let's have a look at the memory. So memory, here we have 60 GB installed here. Have a look here. We have number of RAM slots used, 2 slots. So we have 2 RAM slots on this laptop, with 2 of them being occupied. Yeah, so to make it a maximum 16 GB there. Here we have 2 RAM slots, yeah, 2 in use. Maximum we have 8 GB, so it means we have 4 GB on the motherboard of RAM. Yeah, and remember here it's sodium, so that means the RAM are expandable. Then the disk, as I said earlier, we have 256 GB of Intel SSD here. This is 180 on the 840G3. Sorry, 180. You can see here, there you can see it's written 168, but you have 180 on the 1040G3 disk there. SSD, you can see we have 256 GB SSD, max speed, the name of the SSD. Yeah, you can see there. So the GPU now, graphics, very important. On the 840G3 we have Intel HD 520 graphics, while on the 1040G3 we have Intel HD 520 graphics. So they both have same graphics, integrated graphic card, same CPU, just a difference in about 1 gigahertz CPU speed there, 0.1 gigahertz, sorry. Yeah, no much big difference. And remember, these two laptops, you can use them for multitasking or doing entry-level video editing, especially with the 1040G3, because you have good screen resolution there for picture editing, photo what. 1040G3 can still do the same, but 840G3 outperforms it in very many aspects. And it's so funny that the 1040G3 is slimmer than the 840G3, but we have higher clock speeds. We have just everything is good on the 1040G3 compared to the 840G3. Yeah, that doesn't make the 840G3 bad either. If you have any question on performance of these two laptops, let me know in the comment section. And just before I get to the motherboard, the most interesting part, let's have a look at the cameras of these two laptops. Yeah, camera. Forget about my background, guys. I want to see the backgrounds, guys. Yeah, let's test the cameras as usual. Yeah, microphone. Yeah, okay, we have to enable the permission there. I did a mistake. Let me just relaunch it again. Camera. Yes. privacy settings. Those are very, how to adjust the privacy settings. How is the camera there? If somebody sees the camera, guys, let me know. Yeah, it's there, on. No problem. Okay. Yes, access my camera. Yeah, so have a look at my background, guys, and from these two pictures you can just deduce which camera is the best, which one do you see has good coloring. And for me, because I'm the person who is on the ground, you can see the camera on the 1040G3 is way much better than the one on the 840G3. Maybe it's because of the lighting. Let me just try tilt it down a bit. You can see we still have that whitish, yeah, on the camera compared to what we have here on the 1040G3. So let's have a look at the resolutions. Come to the setting as usual, then you can see here the maximum quality is 0.1 megapixel, 1280 by 720, and then for video you can take videos of 720, 16 by 930 fps. Yeah, what do you have here? We have camera settings. You can see, okay, photo settings, same 0.9, 1280, then video settings 720, 16 by 9. But you realize the camera we have on the 1040G3 is way much better than on the 840G3. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section. So let's now get to the most interesting part, now the technical part underneath these two machines. Let me just turn them off as usual. Windows X UU to turn your laptop off. Then here, just shut down. Nice. Yeah, so let me just shut them down, get to see what we have on the motherboard. This is off. Let me unplug the charger. So now the motherboard. Yeah. So one thing I can say is that accessing the motherboard of these two laptops is not that easy, because you have to remove so many screws on the bottom cover so that you can be able to access the internals of this laptop. Yeah, so that is one thing you have to be aware of. So that's the 840G3. Now the 1040G3, there is it. Yes, so this is where we make corrections. If there's something that I said that was wrong, then you're going to make that correction, so that you see. So this is how they are: 1040G3, 840G3. Just have a look on your own, see the differences. Yeah, what are the notable differences that you can just see with your own eyes? First thing first, see how bigger the battery is on the 1040G3. That shows you something. This battery lasts way much longer as compared to what we have on the 840G3. This is the size of the battery on the 840G3. Here is the hard disk slot. You can put a hard disk or SSD slot here. You still have SSD here on the motherboard for the 1040G3, but on the 840G3, sorry, but on the 1040G3 we don't have a slot for any hard disk, but only SSD that you have right here. So if you want to make expansion on your storage here, you'll have to remove this SSD, replace it with a bigger one, as compared to the advantage that you have on the 1040G3. You can put a normal hard disk here, which is way much cheaper, or SSD bigger one. You still have this here. So expansivity, 840G3 wins. RAM, I say that the RAM on the 1040G3 was expandable, but I was wrong on that. You can see from the motherboard, this is where the RAM is. Yeah, this is the casing for RAM. The RAM here are on the motherboard, therefore you can't expand the RAM on this 1040G3. So if it comes with 8GB, then you'll have to deal with 8GB of RAM. Yeah, this is where the RAM slot is, and let me just not open it. Yeah, there, you see, on the 1040G3 we have two RAM slots. So this is 4GB. You can expand with 8GB or 16 to make it 32GB of RAM. So 840G3 is way much expandable compared to the 1040G3. Fans, we have two well placed fans on the 1040G3 for sufficient cooling. Well, here we only have one big fan, not so big, but one big fan on the 1040G3. So I prefer the cooling efficiency on the 1040G3 we have right there. Again, the network LTE card that I was talking about, here it is. This is the network LTE card that enables ones to use SIM card on these 1040G3. It's not available here on the 840G3, but this is the slot. If you can get it, put it here, then you'll be able to use a SIM card on your laptop. Network card right there. Any other thing that maybe I've not shown you, it's so much technical, so there's no need for to explain, but that's how the motherboard looks like. Guys, you found this video so interesting, amazing, don't forget to leave a like and share it with your friends. I really appreciate those who hit on the subscribe button, and if you not hit on the subscribe button, I feel this video is way much worthy of leaving a like and a subscription. Guys, let's make it 1,000 subs, guys. I really appreciate. See you on the next video comparison, and let me know in the comment section which video you want me to review next.